yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. I am, as best I can. Be the best man that I can. Queensryche. Yes. All right. Feeling good, feeling strong, ready to go. Oh, you know what? I got to set this up. I'm doing something different today. To connect the show, I think I'm connecting the show onto the Discord voice channel. And to some of you, you're like, what is that? The Discord voice channel. Now, a lot of people, they have a Discord channel and they play video games and then they talk about the video games they're playing on the Discord. It's just another platform. So I think I'm putting the show out on a Discord. What this is going to allow you to do is if you're driving around, you don't have to call up the video of the podcast if you want it live. You just click on the Discord, and then it's just audio coming through your phone. That way you don't have to have your phone showing the video. Just another way to get the show. And look at it. And I'm told it's loud and clear by Flash the Fourth. What's up, Flash the Fourth? Well, just another way for you to check this thing out. Okay, it is the, but one more thing. If you want to listen to the show, just like I described on Discord, you have to download the Discord app, Discord. Okay, and then search me out, and then you click on the voice channel. You're like, I don't understand any of this. Just if my old bones, 51 years old, can figure out how to navigate this, then you can. Because seriously. All right. It is the 3rd of June, 2021. The show comes to you each and every weekday from the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio. The Eric Zane Show podcast begins now. Yes, hello. Yes, hello. Thank you very much, Sean. Welcome to the Eric Zane Show podcast. Yeah. This is a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. Monday through Friday, right here. You can check out the show many ways. Of course, download the audio podcast wherever you download podcasts, or just subscribe at ericzaneshow.com. That's simple. Thank you so much. Facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page. Please follow me. Share the episode that you're watching right now and like it. Brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. Twitter, a Periscope video brought to you by Blue Frost IT. Retweeted with a snarky comment. And then, of course, the almighty YouTube, Eric Zane Show on YouTube. I'm on Instagram, Eric Zane Show. Just search that out. Brought to you by the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. If you haven't figured it out, a lot of people bringing you shit. Email. Oh, boy, that was weird. Email. Reach out to me, Eric at ericzaneshow.com on the Shoreliners Striping inbox. Thank you so much. If you ever want to send along any type of comments, questions, concerns, we have it all for you there. Okay, and then on the Discord, as I mentioned, I don't want to break that whole thing down again, but yeah, find me on Discord as well, and you'll figure that out too. All right, this is not good. I'm getting missed calls from people who would normally not call me. Let's find out what's going on. Yeah, what's the problem? Oh, it's not? Let's see. Not complaining, but he sounds like balls on Facebook. Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, bye. Okay, we're gonna regroup. I just got word that everything sounds like shit. Sorry. I'll be back. That's embarrassing. Okay. Wait a minute. Maybe I can fix it now. Let's see here. Audio input. I think I just fixed it. How is it now? I didn't have to shut it all down. That would be good. All right, so I'm going to let this attempt to fix it cycle through, and perhaps it'll work. You see, yeah, I got it. I did it. I was able to fix it. Okay, that's good news. Okay, so you're wondering, what the hell just happened? Thank God I looked at that phone. What happened was I took all of this apart yesterday because I cleaned the room. Oh my God, I did it. I was able to actually clean the room. How sensational is that? You should have seen me. I took all of this apart. I wiped it all down. I vacuumed. There's chunks of dog hair like you wouldn't believe. And I'm like, oh, this is terrible. And so, yeah, I got it done. And then, you put it all back together. And then I did actually do a test. But the one thing I didn't do was just a little setting, or you click something here and then, oh, no, my God, this is stupid. So my apologies. Sorry about the first handful of minutes about this on this podcast. Got a ton of stuff to get into today. Today is yet another one of these weirdo days, because this week in particular, what I'm doing is I'm trying to keep a level head so that I don't panic, because there is just so much developing in front of your old pal Eric Zane. It's enough to make me just kind of like start pulling the plug on things. Oh, I'm just not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. But for a change, I'm going to try to not. You ever do that? When you have so much stuff going on, you just start to panic a little bit, and maybe you have a little bit of a meltdown. I can't be the only one that does this, right? Well, so, by the way, Richard says, this is the normal start time, isn't it? No, I start at 8, Richard, okay? Just because I had one little slip up and then the microphone screwed up made it seem that way. Shut up. Jeez. By the way, Richard Francisco there in the live stream. A little bit of background on Richard. I met Richard recently, and I discovered that he is a very accomplished artist, okay? And when I first met this guy and heard him speak, I went, oh, you know what? There's something about that guy. He seems, I don't know, he just has the gift, the ability to communicate, and he does it. And I found out after the fact that not only in his words, but through what he does creatively. Jeez. And he's like a really good artist. He enters stuff into Art Prize all the time. And so him and I hit it off. And you will be hearing more about Richard in the form of, I'm going to go to Richard's studio, and every so often I'm going to interview him and say, all right, now tell me what you're thinking about in this right here. And like looking at the paintings in his place, he's really got just an awesome, free-spirited dude. And basically just holding your hand through some of his work. Basically, it's culture happening on the Eric Zane Show podcast. Okay? Just a little background on him. You'll be hearing more about Richard. So here we are. It's Thursday. And this isn't going to be a show where I just sit there and say, oh, God, there's so much going on. I'm just going to freak out. I am conscientiously trying to absorb myself in the hectic nature of what is going on. And I knew, and for a change, I'm going to try to get it all done without turning into an asshole. So the idea is get ready for Madison's graduation party. Now, I have to do everything.
Diana is out of commission. This is not an option. So, okay, are you up to the task? Yesterday was, okay, mowing and various lawn type things and getting the studio. Now, no one's going to come into the studio, but I'm just sick and tired of looking at the studio like shit, looking terrible. So I had to clean it up, which, by the way, remember yesterday in my view, well, in my view, but not your view, I was pulling things out that are randomly in the room. Okay. So I cleaned the room, but still in the room. This is like the thing that goes on the end of the vacuum. Okay. So I was busy. The dog bags, the poop bags are still here. Why? I don't know. I vacuumed everything. I wiped everything down. I removed stuff that I didn't need in here. Yet I still have these bags, son of a bitch, and this roll of tape. I actually do use the tape. Hold on. And you know what else is in here? Hold on. It's sick. These are on the floor. I never quite finished the job entirely. A bottle of Windex and a bottle of this cleaner. What the fuck? Just go put it away, you asshole. Oh. So, okay. Are you me? Am I I can't be the only one that lives like this. But I felt good because I got this damn thing done. And so I said to myself yesterday, I go, all right, I'm not going to panic. I'm just going to keep moving. I'm sure as hell I'm not going to sit down. Now, let me just tell you, the effort to get in shape and go running, all that is completely pushed to the side for this week. There is no way I'm going to be spending. I haven't spent a second doing all the things that I want to do because I know how serious this is. I know that I have to get. If I screw this up and don't get this house ready for all the guests, man, my ass is grass. So if I decide to put any thing like that in front of this, it's over. This is a bad idea. So yesterday, get done podcasting as quickly as, do what I normally do. That is separate. That's my job. So that's obviously a huge, huge thing. Take care of that. And then it's started cleaning this room, which was a real undertaking. Okay. I know it doesn't look like it, but it was filthy. You can't see what I see. And it was actually starting to stink in here. So, all right, I got after that. And then I realized at 3:30, the NFK has a foot shaving to go to. So I dropped him off. Actually, and I just waited in the waiting room. And you're like, foot shaving. Yeah, it's just gross. And I don't feel like grossing you out today. This is not going to be a gross show. But I did take him over to the podiatrist to get looked at again. Whatever. And get done with that. And then by this time, Diana's getting home from work, which, by the way, today is her last day of school for the year. I really give her a lot of credit, despite she could have very easily just kept using sick time and taking the rest of the year off. But she wanted to see her students, see them off. So here she is with a bad wing in the school. Awesome. Okay, so grass getting cut. I'm not just mowing the lawn. I'm doing the edging, so you got the nice lines and sweeping up all the shit. It's like I'm doing the best I can. And then I'm like looking at the house, and then I'm like, oh God, people are gonna judge me because there's paint falling off here, and oh God, this stump is still in the ground. Everybody's gonna think I'm a loser. We're losers. I'm like, what are you doing? Shut up. Just get the thing taken care of. All right, cut the damn lawn. And then I'm like looking at all of the list of things that I still have to do. Like right now, because I wrote it all down so I don't fuck this up. I have things like fold all the laundry, sweep out the backyard, cut down the hay grass. I still have the hay grass from last year. Then the new grass is growing underneath it. Pick up dog poop. I have to keep it very, very basic. Clean garage. And so, not to mention, I've got numerous podcasting things that must get done, have to happen. Oh, by the way, I have to be downtown before noon and then at another appointment at noon. I have to be at one place downtown Grand Rapids at 11:30 and then another place at noon. And okay, so what the hell? How am I going to get all this done? Well, I will get it all done. It always manages to get done. And I'm trying to take a different freaking approach and a mindset on these things. So for once, I can just say, just shut up, shut your mouth, don't panic, just work, just get it done. Don't sit there. Oh no, everything's so bad. I'm just stupid, and this is too much for me. I gotta fold like a wet towel. Shut up. It's not fold like a wet towel. It's fold like a towel. I'm combining wet blanket and fold like a towel, and I said fold like a wet towel. Shit. So okay, I'm just like, shut up. You're gonna be fine. You always are. You always manage to get it done. Okay, don't freak out. Don't get frustrated, Jaco. Don't get frustrated. Don't get mad. Good. So that's my mindset. Now, you need to know that today normally, every day normally is, okay, start the podcast, do the podcast. 11 a.m. is the hard start time for the Patreon. That is not happening. I actually will be gone at that time. Just so you know, show note, the Patreon is slated for, because today, this is remarkable. I didn't even tell you everything going on. So downtown, and then I've got another appointment right after that. And then 2 p.m., Daisy has to be at the vets. So, boy, I wonder if I should call Jackie in to help me out on this. I might call in and assist with Princess of the Forest, Jackie. That might work. Or Madison. Madison's out of school. Yes. Delegate, Eric. You're brilliant. Oh, my God. Why didn't I think of that? What's the saying? Lots of hands make for small work or something? Wait a minute. Many hands make for light work? Something like that? Yeah. You know what? And frankly, while she's sleeping away, here's the problem. If you ask someone who all her life you haven't made her do anything around the house, okay? And that's me, especially with Madison. She has never, ever once used a lawnmower, ever. And I think it's a problem. I think that I've failed in my parenting by not giving her regular chores. There was cat box and feed the dogs, and I guess there was clean your room, but it wasn't anything like cut the lawn. Jacqueline cut the lawn, Jim cut the lawn, Madison is not, ever. So to try to make it all up in one fell swoop, first of all, I'm not convinced she would do a decent enough job to satisfy me. Second of all, I don't know if I can crab in years of neglective parenting into one day where I say, all right, get out there and pick up the dog poop. And I'm just, the stress and hassle of having to answer, God, it's like, it's not even worth it. So no, I don't. But the idea of her or Jacqueline helping me, with the dog vet, perhaps this would happen. Amanda says, this is the kind of pep talk I need to give myself. What about not panicking? Just shut up, sit, just relax. You have everything in order. Just do it. Now you just have to do it. Just go do it. And then at the end of the day, you might be up a little longer. You look back on it and go, now I can rest. Now I can take it easy. And so, all right, I'm just kind of focusing on that, not to mention the idea of this is all happening, and I would be damn well sure not going to complain about anything, especially on a week like this week with my dear friends mourning the loss of a daughter. There's no way in hell I'm going to sit there and bitch about anything going on in my life. It gave me some real perspective about how grateful I should be. So, all right. Busy, but wouldn't have it any other way. I'm so glad you guys are all here. I've really been thinking about the amazing things you guys do for us all, and I am just so appreciative of it. Thank you. You guys are just the best. Any amount of time that you give me just being here is just incredible. Thank you so much. So, just to recap, the Patreon will be way late today. Now, when I say way late, I'm just going to assume that I can get Madison to do the dog trip to the vet. Daisy needs a checkup, and so I don't know. I'm thinking at the latest of 2:00. Okay, so that's kind of like the way it used to be back in the day, like a month ago. So, all right, there's that. I was disappointed to learn that the locals in Granville, Michigan, which is the community next door to where I live, they finally have broken the legendary Miss Rita. Now, I've talked about Miss Rita before, okay? She is one of a group of people, well, in any community, who teach this type of water awareness with little kids to teach them life-saving swim skills, okay? It isn't so much about, oh, yeah, here, you can dog paddle. It's about getting the child accustomed to the water and making it so that they know it as instinctively as walking or sitting down or eating, what to do when they are placed in a scenario where they are in water. Let's say it's deep water or whatever, and the idea that if they don't panic and they have it in their brain what they should do, they will stay alive. And they talk about it in the story. There was a near miss moment for her like decades ago with her kid. And so that was the catalyst for her wanting to learn this type of technique. And every community, well, most communities have one person who does this. And it's usually a similar scenario. Backyard pool. Kids show up during the warm months. Some old timer teaches the kids this technique, and it's not playful. I take it back. It is playful, but it's the instructor is usually a ball breaker. And I took my kids in Knoxville, Tennessee, same exact scenario, except it was a dude, Mr. Ed's swim school. Apparently, when you have a place like this, you have to be known as either Mr. Ed or Miss Rita or Miss Claire or Mr. Bob. So, and it's usually like a grizzled old guy who's been doing this, for decades. And then these little kids come up. Oh boy, they're like all sheepishly looking around. We're talking about 2 and 3 year olds, okay? And I'll never forget because we found out that this guy teaches this, and this is before Madison. Madison might have been an infant. No, it couldn't have been because Madison, after she was born, we were only in Tennessee for 5 days before we drove to New Jersey. So this is way before that. And Jim and Jack, they learned from Mr. Ed. And Mr. Ed, this is Mr. Ed. He's in the pool, and all these kids are sitting on the deck with their feet in the water. They don't know each other. They're all like stranger danger. He goes, hey, everybody, how you doing? And they all go, fine, what are we going to do? And he goes, I'll tell you what you're going to do. He takes his arm and goes, splash, and they just get doused with water. They're all like, oh, what are we going to do? He just splashed us. And the good parents, which are all the ones that have enough sense to take their kids to something like this, they go fuck yourself. He's going to teach you how to swim. Don't come crying to me. I love that. So that was me. So Jim and Jack are like, oh my God, well, he just splashed us. He's mean. I go, no, he's not. Shut up. So the The kids get in the water, and then he goes, "Okay, Jackie, it's your turn." And then she's getting ready to jump. And he grabs her arm and pulls her, and she goes, She goes falling in or whatever. Makes her jump in, or I'm going to dump a bucket of water on you. So he's getting them to learn that not to be afraid. And then, the class quickly, he makes quick progress about how you flip on your back, and really great stuff. Jacqueline and Jim became just tremendous swimmers, very strong. There was not a fear in the world, and we have always had swimming pools, so that was the idea behind this. So, in particular, Jackie and Jim are playing baseball in the backyard. I've told the story before, and she's got a year of Mr. Ed under her belt, and she comes walking in the house wearing her sundress, her jelly shoes. She goes, "I got the ball, Dad." She's 3. And she's soaking wet. I go, "What happened?" She goes, "The ball went in the pool." And so she climbed over the fence, jumped in the pool, and the ball was on the bottom. She swam to the bottom. It's a 5.5-foot pool. Swam to the bottom of the pool, grabbed the ball, got out of the pool, and no big deal. Now, imagine had she had that same notion and had never, ever gone to Mr. Ed's. We could be dealing with a dead kid here. So that's the point. Every town's got them. There's always one, and it's the Miss Ritas and the Mr. Eds of the world. Well, so for 33 years, she's been doing this. But here's what you need to know. Nowadays, people are assholes. Okay? They're fucking assholes. And Miss Rita has neighbors that are fucking assholes. And so last year at this time, the assholes tried to get her shut down because they didn't like that there was cars in the street. Okay? And so she's been, trying to navigate this. Oh, God, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. So for a few months out of the year, the warm months, she has classes every day with little kids, teaching them how to swim. And a handful or one person, whatever, bitched enough and has been successful. I am sad to report that Miss Rita's is going away. The backyard pool where they taught thousands of kids life-saving techniques to save their own lives. They have successfully beaten her down. So
could soon close.
The city has been in a long battle with Miss Rita's after neighbors filed complaints.
2 years.
News 8's Jacqueline Francis talked with the owner, who says she's prepared to call it quits.
This is a typical afternoon at Miss Rita's swim school. The homeowner has been running the program out of her backyard for more than 30 years, but this summer looks to be her last, as the city of Granville is now taking legal action, giving her 14 days to shut down for good. She's known as a legend and a lifesaver.
She gets it done. She gets it done. She's really tough, but she cares so much. And the kids love her by the end of the week.
What do you think about Miss Rita?
Oh, I love her.
Why so?
Because swimming's so fun.
Oh, I love her.
On a typical summer day, anywhere from 75 to 100 kids jump in this backyard pool in Granville. Miss Rita has been running the...
That's at different times of the day. There's not 100 kids in the pool one time. It's like 6, 7, 8 kids come in, spend time, they're gone, next group of kids comes in.
Program here for 33 years.
Kid, come on, kick your leg! You are smiling underwater!
The swim program has gotten a big follow.
Tyler writes, of all the reporters to talk about a swim school, they...
over the years. One family making the 3-hour trip from Naperville, Illinois, just to learn from Miss Rita.
Clearly, a lot of parents appreciate her and trust her. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here, and we would never have driven if I didn't think it would be worth it as well.
A mom herself, Miss Rita started the program after her son nearly drowned in the pool as a toddler.
This is an aggressive program, and we teach the kids how to swim and save themselves.
33 years, have you ever had any accidents or anything happen?
Nothing. And there has not been a drowning in Granville. in 33 years.
With the praise comes countless complaints as neighbors and the city of Grandville work to shut her down for good. Officials saying Miss Rita's
Kenny, yeah, 75 to 100 per day. Like, I just talked about this in depth. You were probably typing. 10, 11 in a class, and then the class ends, and then the next class starts.
lessons have led to excessive litter, noise, and traffic in the neighborhood, a direct violation of the city ordinance. The noise speaks for itself.
Look that way. Look that way. Noisy. Eyes down and go. Kick, 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 eyes down!
But today, when we were there, the only neighbor willing to talk to us says she's not bothered by it.
Like I said, I live directly across the street. I had heard there was complaints of trash in the street. I've never seen it.
There you go. I love that. I love that lady is like vouching for us. Yeah. There's no mess whatsoever. No big deal. Kenny writes, okay, well, that is a lot, 75 to 100, but what she's doing is, of course, a good thing. Yeah, but you're not grasping the idea here. 3 or 4 cars show up at her house for the 8 o'clock. The kids get out, they go in. They take the class, then they get done with the class, they leave. 4 or 5 more cars show up for the 9 o'clock. It's just, that's it. That's the only thing. These people just don't like that. The people in Granville want more dead kids. That's what they're hoping for. Okay? Clearly, that is the only logical explanation. Kenny's probably going to fire off a Google review to Miss Rita and say, there's way too many people there. I side with the people of Granville. Please.
I'm annoyed at all.
Miss Rita says she's tried to appease her neighbors from cutting back on classes and directing parents to park on the next street over.
They just keep telling me that there's litter all over, that I'm a nuisance. And I've just tried really hard to make it work.
Yesterday, the city sent Miss Rita a letter saying she has 14 days to shut down or be taken to court. Wanting to avoid a lengthy legal battle, next week's swim session will likely be her last.
I can't imagine why anybody would want to shut this down because there's nobody that even comes close to giving parents the peace of mind that she does.
Bringing an end to the backyard business that's taught generations of West Michigan kids how to swim. In Granville, Jacqueline Francis, News 8.
Yeah, I would love to find out who these assholes are, who these people are that this is absolutely ridiculous. I just hate the fact that they're shutting her down. After all of this 33 years, it's not been a problem. And that's frankly, if I am in charge of making this decision in the community of Granville, I would be like, well, cars on the street isn't enough for us to move on this. And then, the loudmouth Karen would be like, well, yeah, but there's litter. It's like, yeah, you're going to have to show me video proof of someone dropping something on the ground and leaving it there. You're going to have to show me that proof, okay? Because for 33 years, she's been doing this, and it isn't since you showed up on the scene. No one's had any problem with anything. All of a sudden, it's just a problem because you are pissed off and forcing our hand to do something like this. And I would just love for once one of these organizations, these cities, or I should say municipalities like in Granville, to just look at whoever the assholes are and say, no, we're not doing that. Take us to court, sue us. Good luck with that. Back in the day, if somebody in the neighborhood did something stupid like this, we would give them a lawn job. You ever do a lawn job? You drive on their grass, and then you stomp on the gas, and you do like a power slide and just rip the shit out of the front lawn. Whoever, they need to find out. I need a name of who did this, and we can have a Zaniac power slide lawn job competition. Turn that front lawn into a fucking mud bog. Son of a bitch. What an asshole. Poor Miss Rita. Oh, my God. This is terrible. Save Miss Rita's. All right, folks. If you go to ericzaneshow.com, check out my merch. It's under the merch tab. Get it all there, ericzaneshow.com. I would love you to shop around there, see what's going on. See what I have to offer. T-shirts, hoodies, whatever it may be. Tank tops, ladies' cuts, all there at ericzaneshow.com. And the live stream and the open of this show brought to you this time around by Dumpster Divers. If you are in West Michigan and you need a dumpster, for God's sake, not all of them are created equal. All right? First of all, these don't look like shit. Not that you're really concerned about how a dumpster looks, but, you know, if you're going to have a dumpster in your driveway, look as far as how the dumpster looks to figure out how you're going to be treated. First of all, the price points are different with Dumpster Diver dumpsters. A lot of the times, if you buy a dumpster from any other place, you're gonna be paying for an amount of trash to be in that dumpster that you could not possibly, a weight limit that you could not possibly achieve by just purging whatever is in your house and doing the big cleaning job on the residence. Okay, if you're ripping off a roof, you're not going to be able to meet the capacity of the weight limit that you're paying for. Okay, so the price point is lower. You're going to save money in that capacity. Not to mention they are very, very convenient, and they're more compact and they're smaller, so they can get in tighter spaces. Two guys who basically just struck out on their own as startups and had their dumpsters built from scratch, and well, not scratch. They didn't build them, but they had them built custom for this exact thing. If you see the powder blue dumpsters in and around West Michigan, those are Dumpster Divers dumpsters. If you need more information, this is what you need to do. Check them out online. Just go to dumpsterdiversllc.com or click on their logo at ericzaneshow.com, and you can see for yourself about dumpster rentals, demo and deconstruction and junk removal. They can help you with all of these things. They pride themselves as your dumpster rental junk removal solution. Okay, there you go. You can find it all, more information at dumpsterdiversllc.com or call 616-375-9962. 616-375-9962. By the way, some of you talked about, that's actually not a bad idea, Kenny. Invite her to use your pool to resume her classes. Call her up right now. Oh, boy. I don't know if I can commit to that. Let Miss Rita use the backyard pool? That would be something. Let me think about that, Kenny. I don't know if I can commit to 8 hours of pool use a day. Wouldn't that be something, though? Fun to think about. No, I don't. I can't even. No. I'm not going to do that. I draw the line. I draw the line there. That's... I'll sit there and wave the flag for Miss Rita to allow her to use her own pool. But when it comes to, no. ISR will rent your pool from you, Kent says. Ken knows about this, too. He's very in tune with ISR. Think of the good you could do, Eric. Think of the exposure. Assholes. Okay. Miss Rita's swim school. Jackasses. Now I have to act like I'm not reluctant in doing this. Again, always the best ideas come out of the audience. come on, Rita. What are you doing? Teaching kids how to swim?
Hi, you've reached the Shell's residence. If you have a message, please leave it. If you want us to give you a call back, leave your number. Thank you very much. Bye.
Hello there. This is Eric Zane from the Eric Zane Show podcast. I hope you all are doing okay. This is a message for Miss Rita. So I've got an in-ground pool, and you can come over to my house and bring the kids and park as many cars as you like. And here in Hudsonville, we're not jerks like they are in Granville. So, all right, come on over here and teach your kids how to swim. Call me back, please. There, I did it. I did it. I freaking did it. I got my phone off. Do not disturb. There. You thought I wouldn't do it. Can you imagine if I called the wrong number? Let me just double check that. I think it's right. Let me just double check. I'm going to call it again. This poor lady.
Hello.
Hey, Rita. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad. This is Eric Zane from the Eric Zane Show podcast.
Oh, okay.
So I got a great pool. You want to use it?
Well, right now I may have to rent it from you. Right now, I call the city attorney, and I made all these changes where the parents are all walking in. We put up this whole new privacy fence. I've cut the numbers down. We took pictures. I mean, there's absolutely no traffic on my street. I do have the crazy neighbor that calls the police every other day. So he told me not to shut down right now.
Yeah.
They're giving me like 14 days. So if the crazy neighbor calls again, it's actually like his word against mine.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to get cameras this weekend. Last week he called the police twice. And the second time the policeman came, he said, we just got a call that there's 2 cars in front of your house. And I said, well, they're my sons and my daughters,
Yeah,
and then the policeman was really nice. He said, that's all I need to know. So, I do have a whacked out mental neighbor.
Okay. Well, if you don't want to put up with that, I'm in Hudsonville. It's not far. I got a great deck. It's in ground. You just tell me what to do and we'll do it.
But I'm busy 9 to, it would be like 9 to 2, Eric.
That's fine. Doesn't matter. I'm here all the time. I work from home. You can do whatever you want.
What about your kids?
They're all grown. they're all old.
So are mine.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm gonna take down your number. I will know, I'm sure, within the next 14 days if they're gonna take me to court. So if they're gonna take me to court, I'm just gonna shut down.
Well, honestly, yeah. You come over here and you set up shop here and you just do what you need to do.
And then, how much do you charge, Eric, to rent your pool?
I don't know. I've never done this before. So you tell me.
I don't know. I've never rented a pool either, so you figure it out.
Okay, yeah, I'll
come up with something.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about that. It's just I'll have to obviously the chlorine costs will increase because I'll be sanitizing the pool much more. But that's I'm not really looking to make a buck here. I'm looking to.
I want it to be good for you.
Yeah,
and for me. I'm not going to just come out there and say, take advantage of you. I know what it costs to keep our pool and put chlorine in.
Yeah, it will
when
be.
You've got 9 kids every half hour. Now, are you on the street, like in a residential area?
I'm in a cul-de-sac. Yeah, I'm in a cul-de-sac. There's how on a given class, what do you think, about 5-6 cars per class?
Right.
Yeah.
And what I had done, because the classes, we tried to put 15 minutes in between classes last year, and what happened is the people came early and they left late.
Yeah.
And is there a park or anything around your house where people could like park and walk in?
I can fit about 8 cars in the driveway alone.
Oh, you got a big driveway then.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no problem. I think I can accommodate you with all of the things that are the struggle in Granville. I don't have an asshole neighbor. I've got the driveway and the pool.
Oh my gosh, Eric, you're like an angel.
Aww.
Oh my goodness. Well, listen, I will contact you. I'm going to see how this goes. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, the assistant city manager in Granville cannot stand me, and one of my daughter's friends, who I taught both of his kids, he put a message out on Facebook, like, everybody call the city, and support Rita, blah, blah, blah. So he called Matt Butts, and Matt Butts hung up on him.
Oh, yeah, you don't need to deal with that guy. He's an idiot.
He's a total... Okay, Eric, what's your phone number? I just want to make sure I got the right one here.
I don't want to say it live on the podcast, but what I'll do is when I get done with this, I'll call you right back. Did it show up when I called you?
You're on a podcast?
Yeah, I'm live right now.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay. Well, listen, I'll figure out how to find your number on here, or you call me later.
Yeah, I'll just call you later. This is going to happen. You know what?
Okay. All right, Eric. Thank you so much.
And in full disclosure, I was sitting here talking about your story, and one of my sweet audience members, Kenny, said, "Hey, you should do this." And then I was like, "No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that." And then it took about 1 minute of thinking about it. And I said, "Well, why can't I do it? Why not?" And so then I called you, and here we are.
Well, we will figure something out. You seriously, I've had angels coming into my life within the last couple of days. I can't even believe it. So,
oh yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much, Eric.
Well, I'm super excited. I can't wait. It's great. It's a nice setting. It's a great deck. There's plenty of room for you guys. It's really, really awesome.
And you know that kids cry the first couple of days, right? So
yeah.
You have earphones.
I actually took my kids. I took my kids to swim school just like yours. Every community has someone like you that teaches this. And there's a gentleman named Mr. Ed in Knoxville, Tennessee, and he was a ball breaker just like you are. And so that's how my kids learned. So I'm glad that you are here. You're a lifesaver. You're awesome.
Oh, thank you so much, Eric. Well, I'll be getting back to you, okay?
Okay, Miss Rita. Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Talk to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Another adventure. Somehow, I'm smack dab in the middle of this. It's always some adventure. I like the fact that that she goes, "Oh, I'm on the podcast." Well, yeah, I had that. I said that. She must have missed it. And says, "Yeah, Eric, what's your phone number? I'm going to call you in the middle of the night and whisper dirty things." Yeah, you would. Most people have my number anyway, but it would just be weird to give it out like that. Yeah, so I was lukewarm to this, and then I thought about it, and I went, "Yeah, why not?" Hang on a second. Tyler says, "You better check with the Queen of the Forest before you commit to this." Oh, she's going to love this. She's going to help Miss Rita. I can promise you that. Those two are probably going to scissor. Hold on a second here. I got to send her a text. Hey, Siri. Text Pooh.
Who do you want to send it to?
Pooh.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. You can also try spelling it.
Pooh. Hello, period. Can I call you real quick on the podcast? I've got some amazing news. period. This might be, second to the Jeffrey adventure, the best adventure that has happened on the podcast. While we wait for the Queen of the Forest. But Kenny, I am so happy you suggested that. That, Kenny, you know what? You have earned the gold star. You have earned a 3-month exemption for asshole of the day with this suggestion. You are exempt. No, you're not exempt from me making fun of your Google reviews. But you are what a blessing. What a brilliant idea you just had. What a wonderful thing you just came up with. Here, the answer is right in my own backyard. Nobody uses this thing. Only time they use it is maybe the weekend. And she goes, oh boy, 9 to 2. It's like, who cares, Miss Rita? Use that damn thing. I don't care. No. Yes, this is sweet. I love Miss Rita. And I love people who teach this technique. All right. While I wait for the Queen of the Forest. Hold on a second. Let me just say this. Call me, period. I have the phone off. Do not disturb. Period. Not an emergency, period. Something fun. Yeah, I did kind of take the ask for forgiveness instead of permission here, but I'm telling you, she's going to love this. She is going to love this. And you know what? Frankly, it's all going to work out because I'm going to be like really wanting to make sure that the backyard is up to speed and looks good. So I'll be picking up the dog poop more frequently, which is good. That's win-win. Win all the way around. Wow, that is crazy. What the hell just happened? Oh, my God. Oh. Kenny, I cannot tell you how great this is. I'm probably going to call you a little later on. You are the absolute, you have made up, Kenny, for the fact that you tried intentionally to destroy a small business in Knoxville, Tennessee. You are making up for the fact that you tried to ruin that man and his business by this effort. That is all forgotten now. That is no one cares about that anymore. My God. Joe Martinez says, make sure you look at your homeowner's policy and make sure you are covered. That's a good idea. Hey, hang on. Hey, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, check this out. Have you been following the story of Miss Rita?
The swim school lady?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, she got shut down?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was just talking about her, and, you know, she's just like Mr. Ed used to be in Knoxville.
Right.
Who's making all the noise over there?
We're moving rooms.
Oh. Well, sit still for a minute.
I am.
Okay, good. Well, you know, she was just like Mr. Ed, one of those deals. She teaches that. I think it's called ISR. It's a life-saving deal. And so the asshole neighbor is being a dick, and the city of Granville doesn't like Miss Rita, so they're giving her the business. So that's that. But so Kenny had a brilliant idea. He goes, Eric, have her use your pool. So I called her and put her on the podcast, and I go, Rita, so just bring it over here. And she goes, oh, I don't know. I mean, it's from 9 to 2, Eric. And I go, that does not matter. Diana would probably help you. And I'm assuming you would.
Sure.
And so I brought this up, and she goes, yeah, but there's a lot of cars. It's like 6, 7, 8 cars. I go, they can all fit in the driveway. It's no big deal. And she is just like, you know, I think she wants to pursue this.
We should, but we'll have to get the heater fixed because those kids will freeze.
In the pool? Well,
Mhm.
it's
And
warming
her
up.
pool
quite
is
the-
heated.
Well, I'm just talking about there. Yeah, there's a couple of things that are, and plus she would actually rent it. So I mean, whatever it takes, we could take. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about the logistics. Those are all things that can be taken care of. The big thing is that you think it's okay. Now, typically, I should have asked you ahead of time, but I opted to volunteer that you would not mind. Is that true?
Absolutely, I don't mind.
There you go. Of course, I knew it. So, and then Tyler said, "You better ask your wife."
Who did?
Tyler did. He's one of the audience members. Do you think the homeowners association would have a problem with this? Do you think I'm going to have to?
I would just text Chris. I don't think so, but I would text Chris just in case.
Yeah.
Before you give her the green light, and then we get in trouble or whatever.
Okay. All right, and
You know
then
what I mean?
and then the homeowners, and I got to check with my homeowners insurance policy.
Yeah.
But everybody
Exactly.
should be covered. I don't think this is going to be a problem. So,
No, I don't think so either.
So,
and I know, like Morgan Swimmer, she does swimming lessons at her house.
Yeah.
Without any problem. So I don't think it'd be a problem at all.
So, and Rita would obviously pay for the extra chlorine usage. We'd have to put a lot more chlorine in the pool and any other costs associated with that. And she would actually rent it from us. It wouldn't be, but I'm like, believe me, I'm not looking to. This has got to be win-win for everybody, and she doesn't want to feel like we're taking advantage of her, so she's going to give us money. There's no way it can't be.
No, I say if she helps us pay for a heater, then that we call it even.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I want to ask her opinion of that first. Maybe just throw a solar cover on it, or because that pool does get very, very warm.
Yeah, but not till like July.
Oh no! Come on, it's going to be warm this weekend.
We'll see. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I don't want to quibble about the heater. Yeah, I get it. Uh-oh.
Don't start getting sassy with me.
Is it time for sex yet? I learned some new moves.
No.
You should.
Gotta go.
I got this new
I'm trying
move.
to teach my kids the last 2 hours of the day.
I got this move where I do like a thrust.
Okay, bye.
And I tweak a nip.
Okay, see ya, bye.
Okay, see ya. Unbelievable. Hold on a second here. I'm already getting ahead of myself. My mind is racing. Thank you to A&E Heating and Cooling for working with the show and being part of it. 616-516-8579. The world famous Joe Martinez. Love that guy. It's going to be hot very, very soon. And you're like, okay, I finally need to bite the bullet and install an air conditioner. It's not going to be nearly as expensive as you think, because you're dealing with the guy who does everything to make sure that you can get into an air conditioning setup without it setting you back too much. Go ahead and get a couple of estimates from whomever. No big deal. Get your estimates, and then just make sure you call Joe third. Have him give you the estimate, and he will beat the other two. If he doesn't, let him know that he didn't, and he'll beat it. Okay, so Eric Zane said you're going to beat it. 616-516-8579, A&E Heating and Cooling. Online at aeheatingcooling.net. And by the way, you can still get the AC tuned up. Don't ever think that it's too late for that. You need that thing taken care of and serviced once a year. A&E Heating and Cooling. Granville, Michigan is the home of Sarah Honda. Okay, right on Kennewa by 44th Street. If you are in West Michigan and need a vehicle, please consider going to Sarah Honda Granville. Online at sarahhondagranville.com. The absolute best there is for a brand new Honda, certified pre-owned Honda, or a used car. You can also shop online, sarahhondagranville.com. When you go in there, please mention my name as I request with all of the sponsors of this show, and you'll be good to go. Thank you so much to Sarah Honda Granville, SERRA, HondaGranville.com. Okay. Boy, I am excited about this. I just kind of want to shut the podcast down and start making calls. Josh says Granville. Pfft. Yeah, the city of Granville, they're definitely butts. I feel kind of bad because Rita didn't know she was on the podcast, so she dropped a couple of names. I see the world famous Megan, not Megan from Irvine's, but Megan from back in the BBL days. The young lady who would call the show, I believe just graduating high school. Welcome, Megan. Glad you're here. Joey says, hold up, the swimming lady in Granville is still a thing. Yeah, Joey, in case you're just getting into her, into the show, the crazy neighbor tried to shut her down, and he's got to get it. He's got to be successful. And so now the idea is possibly getting her here in the backyard. I am just stoked about that. Megan says, okay, thanks. Can I join the podcast? No, you can't. I love you, Megan, but I am really, really kind of just doing me. So as much as I love you, I would love you to join us on the podcast. I can't do that. You are the best, though, okay? Congratulations on all of your achievements in school. Well done. Okay. Boy, I got to focus now. I'm so giddy about this idea. You know what's crazy about that idea is Kenny floated it out there. And he's like, and I'm like, no. Oh, wait, why not? Why not? Kenny, that was brilliant. That was absolutely awesome. Joe says I can take a look at the pool heater. I think the heater is done, Joe. It's ancient, and I need to replace it. I was talking to Jeremy out the door from Pool and Spa Depot. And yeah, I think that thing is cooked. But I'm going to ask Rita. I mean, do you heat that pool? I think she does, but well, I'm not worried about that. That is easy peasy. We will take care of that, no problem. All right. Oh man.
Hey, man.
Hey, so score points for Kenny. Kenny, you just saved Miss Rita's swim school.
Dude, that is so funny because I didn't expect you to run with that.
Well, yeah, but as soon as you I had not thought of that. It didn't even cross my mind. And then when because I was like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that. Come on. And then I went, well, why wouldn't I do that? And that seems like it would be right up my alley to do something like that.
Well, it seems kind of perfect. Like, I've been there. I've seen your garage, your driveway. You do have tons of room.
So, yeah, that. I'm so happy that you suggested that. I'm just so happy that you did that.
Yeah, I'm glad that you were able to call back and get her on the phone.
I know
it. It's funny that she didn't realize that she was on.
I know, the poor thing. She said, oh, I'm on? Oh, no. Oh, my God, shit. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Man, I've just been sitting here, like, laughing the whole time. I expected you to just shoot that down, and that would be the end of it.
Well, that would be, it's weird. As soon as you said it, my first impression was no, and then the more as seconds ticked away, I went, "Oh fuck, just do it. Who gives a shit? It's gonna be awesome."
Yeah, and you're cleaning it for what, a weekend party, and then when's the next time it's going to be used?
Yeah, it's not even going to be used. I mean, Madison might do it once in a while, but Rita's going to put that thing to use.
Yeah, and if she gives you, a little bit to rent it out and for using the place, there's that. And then she'll tell people that you saved her business pretty much. And then you're going to continue to help her help teach these kids, man. That's great.
That's the thing that I'm most interested in is just the idea that she can do it. It broke my heart to see her crying there. I just felt bad.
Oh, man. I wouldn't like to see that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, Kenny, I appreciate you, buddy. Okay, what's on the agenda for today? Google reviews. What's up?
Well, no, man. Actually, I just spent the longest time apart from Kelsey ever. She was in Florida for Memorial Day weekend, and I picked her up late last night.
Oh, you're just hugging her.
Ecstatic to be back, with my little girl here.
Yeah, some Minecraft in order. Some Minecraft on the way, I suspect.
Actually, no. We found a new game where you have to survive stranded on a small group of islands called Stranded Deep. It's pretty cool.
I would have been happier if you just said, "Yeah, we're going to play some games."
I know that's why I didn't.
All right, man. I'll talk to you.
All right, later, dude.
There you go, Kenny. He's going to be going to swim school with Dean here in the backyard. It'll be Kenny and Dean swim school. Wouldn't that be something? Okay. Wait, where am I here? Oh, all right. So imagine this. You're getting ready to celebrate your daughter's 3rd birthday. All right. And all right, what scene do you what do you want the theme of the birthday to be? You know? Favorite movie, maybe Lilo and Stitch or something like that. She goes, "Oh, I love the Lion King." Well, of course, we're going to get some Lion King decorations. Now, you're the parent in this scenario. You're like, okay, we're going to get you got Simba over here, and then there's Mufasa and Nala, and even Scar is going to make an appearance. Those asshole hyenas, and Rafiki, you got him holding up the little Lion King. Oh, yes. You're wondering, how do you know all these names? Yeah, well, that movie was kind of a staple in our household for these kids. But, all right. So little Leona Faye is her name. She says, yeah, Dad, I want the Lion King. And, then he says, okay, well, I'm getting a cake. And she goes, and the kid says she wanted a specific scene depicted on the cake. This is a lot for a 3-year-old to say, but she made it clear she wanted a certain, like the cake maker, to actually make a scene on the cake. And, I'm going to show you. I'm going to actually be able to do this. Hang on a second here. Let me do this screen share with you. I apologize. Sometimes I struggle with this. She decided what she wanted was the scene in the film where Mufasa dies, falls off the cliff, and Simba is looking down at Mufasa. So you have dead Mufasa here. This is the cliff. Here's the claw marks where Mufasa... And then Scar goes, and he whatever. And then Mufasa falls to his death. And here is Simba looking down at his dead lion dad. The 3-year-old future serial killer specifically requested she wants the dead lion on there. Okay, what the hell is going on? What could possibly be happening here? And why is he not like discouraging this? Why doesn't he just say, no, I'm not putting the dead lion? So this is a problem with the world today. Too many parents are afraid to say no to their fucking future serial killer kids. So this crazy little 3-year-old bitch decides, yeah, this is what I want. I want this depicted on the cake. She chose the design for one reason. This is even more sinister. This makes it worse. Because she wanted to have the cake all to herself. Quote, everyone will be too sad to eat the cake, and it will be all for me, she said, according to the Twitter post. My God. After Leona's uncle, comedian Casey Faye, posted pictures of his niece's birthday cake on Twitter on May 29th, he received hundreds of likes and comments about the choice of imagery projected on the cake. Let's take a look at that again. So this is I showed you the cake. Here's dead Mufasa. There's sad Simba. By the way, that cake looks like shit. Here's the future serial killer blowing out the candles. I'm surprised she doesn't have a knife in her hand and is stabbing Mufasa repeatedly. And here she is here. Yeah, she looks all cute now. Oh, my God. So she's 3. She'll be getting her second divorce in 17 years, or she'll be a widow for the second time. She's going to be a black widow type of wife, and there's going to be kids dead everywhere. This is horrible. This is one of the worst things I've ever heard in my life. What type of sick kid? What you need to do, this dad, first of all, you need to quit agreeing to everything because this is horrible. And then you need to give this kid some high level shock therapy or something to get this serial killer burned out of the kid's brain. This is the absolute. And then the actual calculating business of I need more cake. No one will want it. I need more cake. So let's do this. What a sinister plot. The cake, designed by Thirsty Whale Bakery, made the cake. The mom said in an interview she was too embarrassed to call the bakery to ask for the special request, so she ended up emailing them instead. Well, why don't you just say no to the fucking kid? No, we're not putting dead Mufasa on the cake. Go with anything else, and then and you need to also understand that your reasoning for this is fucked up, and you're a fucked up kid for the rest of your life. Okay, it's over. Ugh. She said, I'll just put it in writing and send it. The worst they can say is no. The bakery's probably like, yeah, we don't want that as long as it isn't anything gay. We'll turn you away. Leona is hilarious and quirky, the mother says. She's also a very empathetic, sweet kid. Bullshit. Hilarious and quirky. Replace those words with sinister, crazy, and murderous. That's what this kid is. That's the only thing this kid. If I walked into the backyard and Miss Rita had this kid, I'd say, get her out of here. She's going to try to drown every kid here. This is a horrible idea. No, get her out. Oh, my God. Can you believe that this actually happened? This is insane. Wow. Really, really bad. Let's see. Can we preemptively put this girl on the FBI watch list, says Tyler? She looks like the kind of kid that would punch Ronald McDonald in the balls. Melissa writes, well, no longer think my daughter is strange for wanting a boy-themed birthday party. Thank God she's just a tomboy and not a demon. Yeah, I mean, seriously, this is much better off. Oh, my God. Unbelievable. I would be so scared to go to bed with a kid that wants to see a death scene from an animated film on a cake for that reason. I would get locks on the doors. I'd sleep with a pistol under my bed and be fully ready to just unload that thing if this little maniac from a Stephen King movie busts in trying to kill me. This is terrible. Okay, moving on. An update on the idiot hotel worker. Do you guys remember the story? I think it was last week of the story last week of Benny. Remember Benny? Not Benny, the one-eyed wonder dog, but Benny, the guy from the hotel in Mackinac City, who the poor lady walks into the hotel and the what do you call it? Toilet is draining on the floor, and she goes, "Hey, we got a problem in the room. The hotel, the toilet is malfunctioning. It's leaking all over the floor. It's overflowing." And he goes, "Fuck off! Get out of here! I'm calling the cops." You remember that?
In good condition, and our kids didn't even want to stay there.
She could live with it for a night. They were heading to Mackinac Island the next day. Everybody goes to bed at 11 when her son hears water running. The toilet is overflowing. Bila runs downstairs for help. She sure didn't get any.
I was laying in bed with my children.
I'm not giving you permission to record me.
No?
I give you permission.
I'll just record your wall. I was laying in bed with my children.
Just record your wall.
And your bathroom started flooding. So your response is...
You rented the room. It's your bathroom, ma'am.
No, it's not.
You're responsible for that room.
No, I'm not.
What an asshole.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You stop being an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
And start thinking with your mind, okay? Stop being a Democrat, a dumb Democrat.
Oh, okay.
And go to your room, pack your stuff, and leave.
He keeps going.
Do you own this hotel?
Yeah, it's family owned. Get your stuff and get out.
Bila got her fellow.
He doesn't know anything.
And all the kids packed up around 2 a.m.
All right, that was crazy cousin Benny. Okay? Crazy cousin Benny. The update is he has been fired. And that is good. By the way, I'm gonna give you another share screen here. look at the eyes of this man. This is the image from the video that the lady was taking. I mean, look at him. Oh my God. Yeah, he is done. He was fired. If you remember, the owner of the hotel is related to him, and he was speaking quickly after it happened. He said, "Yeah, this is not," and he was kind of like trying to distance himself from the guy, but they have actually fired him. So that is it. Crazy cousin Benny has been hired. He's a cousin to Joe and Enzo Leggio, and they said, "Okay, that's enough. That's it." Finally, they did that, so that is good. But you know what also is going on is people, despite them. I mean, this is a great thing that they did that, but everybody is pulling a Kenny and giving this hotel negative reviews. I mean, it's bad. This is a God. I love the fact though that we live in a day and an age that there is a reckoning. There is a reckoning to terrible behavior and terrible choices. The fact that they are being punished because of something that crazy cousin Benny did is their own damn fault. They knew crazy cousin Benny was an absolute lunatic serial killer, okay?
The man
and there had been numerous complaints about crazy cousin Benny in the past, and they did nothing. It wasn't until this story goes viral that they did anything about it. And the only reason why it went viral is because crazy cousin Benny was caught on video being the asshole cocksucker that he is. And then this sweet lady posted it. She just posted it to Facebook. We have the power as consumers. Okay, now that can be used terribly. There are some people who give negative reviews that aren't warranted, Kenny. But in this case, it is. It absolutely is. So people have just been decimating this business. Despite if you are the Leggio family, what you need to do is you need to hire people just to respond to those negative Google reviews and said, you're right. We have fired crazy cousin Benny. He is out. Fuck that guy. We have taken care of the problem, and we are turning over a new leaf. They're going to need to do something like that. But wow. Newsweek found that reviews on the hotel's page going back to 2017 were mostly negative, with people complaining about the alleged lack of cleanliness as well as poor customer service. So this has been a long time coming. This place has sucked forever. The hotel's rating on Yelp stands at 1.5 stars. I approve of that. Following 41 reviews, according to online records, the owner of the hotel is doing all they can to try to turn it around. But, oh, my God. We, as consumers, we can easily shut shit down, you know? This person wrote, even if he thought that woman was a dumb Democrat, why not just go to the room and turn off the toilet water? You know, that valve? Most people know how to do that, but this woman did not then. So this guy has to realize he's working in an industry where customer service is vitally important. And he just, the fact that he makes up a story and says, yeah, you know, it's your fault because it's your room. You're responsible for it. What an asshole. Holy crap. Okay, I've got another update I'm going to get to. And then someone who maybe the NFK is trying to live just like. I'm going to tell you those stories coming up in just a second. But first, Throat/Dale is working very, very hard with Superior Cleaning and Power Washing, 2-tiered business. The cleaning is restaurants. If you have a restaurant or you work in the restaurant industry and you can maybe bend the ear of the boss about who comes in after hours when all the customers go home and all the employees go home, to clean that place. That's what Dale does at Superior Cleaning and Power Washing. 231-740-4098. 231-740-4098. And then the power washing aspect, okay? Clean off the outside of the house, whatever areas of the house, the landscaping that need a good, thorough power washing. Dale does a great job, and he's going to be less expensive than anybody else in the industry, and you have a pro doing this. And I love the fact that Dale has picked himself up by his bootstraps. a long-time ex-con, a long-time felon, I should say, ex-con now, and has turned his life around. I love ex-cons. I just had a conversation with an ex-con yesterday about a fundraiser that is going on. Ex-cons are the best. The ones that actually stick to the program. Most of them are addicted to drugs. And that is the case with Dale. That is the case with my new friend that I talked to just yesterday. And, man, I tell you what, you want a hard worker, hire an ex-con that's turned his life around, man, because the last thing they want to do is wind up back in the joint. 231-740-4098. 231-740-4098. Text or call Dale today. Cornhole America online at cornholeamerica.com. Get a set of cornhole boards for Dad. Shipped anywhere in the USA with any logo on them. cornholeamerica.com. Okay? Very simple. You can put any logo onto a set of cornhole boards and even onto the bags. These guys are the number one maker of cornhole boards in the United States, shipped anywhere in the U.S. All you have to do is reach out to them via their website, cornholeamerica.com. You can even get a set of cornhole boards with the Eric Zane Show podcast logo right on them with me bent over. Just search in the search bar of their website, Eric Zane Show podcast. And there you go. Or my name, Eric Zane, and it's all there. Put whatever you want onto a set of cornhole boards with Cornhole America. And then my friends at Prince Army, my God, with Gun School just around the corner, you can reach out to them, 616-204-1705, about the next class to get your CPL. Carry that pistol concealed. If you are in West Michigan, the place to get the classwork done is Prince Army. Don't worry about buying a gun. Don't worry about whatever it is, how good or bad you are with a gun. Just get certified so that you can apply for and receive your concealed pistol license. This is how you do it. Steve's class costs $125. Find out more information at 616-204-1705, princearming.com, or on Facebook. So you remember the sick son of a bitch in the Detroit area that walked into the pet store? And he wasn't happy that the bird was damaged. And then the guy who owned the store, he goes, well, we didn't damage this parakeet. We didn't do it. We wouldn't sell you a bird that has a bloody wing, for God's sake. And the sick son of a bitch said, no, I want my $30 back. And he says, look, dude, tell you what, this is what we'll do. We're going to give you a store credit. So you can, you're going to spend that money in the store anyway for whatever, bird feed, whatever, who knows. And we will help you nurse the bird back to health. How does that sound? Are you go with that? And he goes, fuck, no, I want my money back. And he goes, well, no, we can't do that. So the guy takes his fist and he pounds the box, little cardboard box that has a parakeet in it. Then he grabs it, throws it on the ground, and stomps it twice. The bird is dead on the floor. And I talked to the guy on the show. The guy wanted to kick his ass. It was ugly. Well, I don't know if I talked about this because sometimes the days all run together, but this guy's in deep, deep shit. He has been arrested. He has been busted. So the update on that goes like this. He's 22. He's from Dearborn. His name is Ali Chahade. Animal cruelty. This is a felony charge. This all happened May 18th. The video's hard to watch. I just can't. Man, God, it just pisses me off. Arraigned on a felony charge. And by the way, let's take a look at this sick son of a bitch. Okay, isn't it just when you hear the story, it makes your blood boil. But when you see the face of whoever is behind someone who does something heinous, it just makes it that much worse. Look at this fucking idiot. That is Ali Chahade, accused of striking and stomping a bird to death. Felony charge, 3rd degree animal killing. He appeared before a judge in Allen Park, faces up to 4 years in prison and up to $5,000 in fines if convicted as charged. Man, how do you as a judge here's the thing. It'd be illegal for this type of collusion for the judge to say to the prosecutor, no matter what you do not accept a plea. Do not offer a plea. Do not accept a plea. We need to make an example of this asshole. Just look at him. Let's lock him away for as long as possible. Now, it's probably not going to happen. He's probably going to be offered some plea. Probably won't even face any jail time whatsoever. But still, if the people in Detroit can just remember his name, and you just hope that somebody kicks this guy's ass. He stood mute at his hearing last week. His attorney argued Jihadi is a college student and, quote, he isn't going anywhere. But the judge ordered Jihadi held until he can post bond. Oh, that's good. So he has to pay 10% of $50,000. So that'd be $5,000, right? Pretty sure. This is a very serious offense, said the judge. Judge ordered Jihadi to have no contact with any critters. So if he makes bail, he can't be around any small animals. By the way, somebody threw out the reference to me killing the hamster at some point during this whole dynamic of me talking about this story from the beginning. I'm like, you had to do it, didn't you? I didn't think of that. But because you did, and I've said this many times before, the recurring dream is going to occur. And it's not really a dream. It actually happened. And my dream is always just the vivid images of what happened when I did have to euthanize the damn hamster. Thank you for bringing that up, with whoever did that. You can have no contact with any critters. During the arraignment, they said that to make other living arrangements, he must, for his remaining pets, he must get a psychiatric examination. This guy has done this before. And he does this to humans, too. Hot-headed asshole. Miller said he's recommended anger management for his client and said Jihadi is a bird lover. What? How can you possibly suggest that? The judge said he's a bird killer. He actually said he's a bird killer, allegedly. I don't want him around any birds while this is pending, any pets whatsoever. They need to go, Page told Jihadi, who participated in the hearing via video. You can keep them, and I'm going to want proof that you've turned them over to someplace safe. There is a probable cause conference set for 9 a.m. June 7th via Zoom. A preliminary examination is scheduled for 10 a.m. June 14th. In an in-person hearing. I wonder if an asshole like that feels any guilt. My God. By the way, here in the backyard, Miss Rita is going to have to contend with, it looks like the Alfred Hitchcock film, The Birds, now, because it is, oh my gosh, the Finches rule the day. All right? The Finches are kind of like just taken over. Now, the red-winged blackbirds, God, they are obnoxious as hell. They come in and kick the ass of the finches, and then the finches have to scurry away the red-headed or the red-winged blackbird. There's 2 or 3 of those. The doves are dicks. The robins are the absolute gems of the backyard. They're kind of like, you realize we could take this bird feeder over at any moment. There's so many of us. I've got about 20 robins in the backyard. It's unbelievable. The whole backyard's covered with shit. There's going to be kids going, what was that? Oh, fuck, Miss Rita, there's shit in my eye. Oh, no. Because there's so many birds in the backyard. Oh, my God. Love them so much. I have had a couple of Orioles, but they're not on the regular. I need more of the Orioles. Just awesome, man. I am such an old man. My God, 51 years old coming in July. A month and 4 days. 51. It's like 50 just happened. God. I don't feel old in any way. I know I look it with my big fat gut and inability to be able to run a mile in a satisfactory time, and my white hair and my grovelly, stupid voice, and having to use the bathroom way too much. But my brain has me as I swear to God, I have the maturity of a 14-year-old. And I love it. It makes me so happy. Mitchell, hamster story, hamster story. No. I'm not telling the hamster story. Look, they're all saying it. Hamster story, hamster story. assholes. Come on. Dean is suggesting a synchronized swim class in the backyard with him and Kenny. Kenny's going to give you the flat-out finger for that. You're going to have to work harder than that to win his love back. What you need to do, Dean, is bang on the door of Patriot Nick about how to win Kenny's love back. I ain't going to do it, man. I ain't going to. No way. Fuck that. You're hurting me. All right. Okay. I'm going to save my last story for the Patreon. It is a guy who I think the NFK is aspiring to be. Okay. And I'm also going to give you an update on what happened with the NFK up north. I would love to say that there's some huge, gigantic, high watermark moment of ridiculousness, but they were all just silly little moments. There wasn't anything gigantic. Okay. The NFK got his feet shaved yesterday, so that's good. We have a appointment next week about his neuropathy, but all is well for the NFK. I think he has new extended family. I'll save that for the Patreon. The Patreon won't be till much later in the day, though. I want to warn you. It's coming up later on today. Okay. Nominees for asshole of the day. Well, I don't think there's any doubt. Well, I guess I need to recap. We talked about what happened at Miss Rita's swim school. Are we going to focus on the big wig in Granville? I don't even know how to describe it. The Granville person who shut down Miss Rita, or the crazy asshole who lives right by Miss Rita? The crazy asshole might have a mental issue. So I don't know. As terrible as it is, there may be something going on in that guy's noggin that's making life miserable for Miss Rita. And I think, in my opinion, the city is going to win this award for asshole of the day. Okay. If you have any nominations, by all means, send them along. I also have a story on the Patreon I want to get to. And I don't want to tip my hand on how I feel about it. But let me just give you the background. Baseball announcer, former manager, Bob Brenly. He is involved in this. He calls games for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Mets pitcher Marcus Stroman is a black guy. Brenly said something, and it's a problem. We need to discuss this. We will talk about that on the Patreon. Okay, as I wrap this mess up, let me remind you, okay, no matter where you are in the USA, unless if you're in Maine, South Carolina, Alaska, or Hawaii, if you're in the market thinking maybe I need a refi, let's say you're sitting on about 3.85% on a 30-year fixed. Your credit is good. You see interest rates. You can get them as low, damn near 2.5%, sometimes lower. But there's rumors that they're going up. And you're like, I want some information about this, because that's a lot. If you were to go from a 2.5 or from a 3.85 to a 2.5, that's a ton. Seriously. So you look at it, and then you might be like, well, I can't get the 2.5 unless I convert to a 15-year fixed. Can I pull that off? You would be surprised at what you can pull off, because with that reduced interest rate, your payment is not going to be that much more on a 15-year. Then you pay off the home, well, in half the time, and you're going to save $150,000 in interest payments, for God's sake. All right? That's what I'm talking about. Reach out to the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Veldink Mortgage. 231-332-6505, or find them online by clicking on their logo at ericzaneshow.com. NMLS number 3035. Now, what I'm telling you there is for a person who's got an impeccable credit rating. Not everybody has that. You know, I mean, in fact, a lot of people don't have that. And I don't want you to feel bad about that. Sometimes life gets in the way. Mario's going to work his magic in helping you navigate that. You're not going to get the 2.5%. I'll tell you that right now. But you'll be paying on something that's yours and increasing your equity. The home's going to increase in value. And your credit rating is then going to improve after all of your on-time payments. And after a couple of years, you're going to get into a different loan at a lower interest rate. That's how you do it. You're going to do it all with the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. Thank you very much. Then my pals at BK Guns and Stuff. Text Benjamin, 616-902-2447 from anywhere in the U.S. Say, Zane says you can fix my gun. And then that's it. He'll tell you how to get him the gun. Or if you want, just drop it off at the shop in Saranac, Michigan. BK Guns and Stuff. You can find them on Facebook. The letter B, the letter K, Guns. The letter N, Stuff. The letter B, the letter K, Guns. The letter N, Stuff. Or click on their logo at ericzaneshow.com. It'll take you right to their page. All right. Hopefully for the folks on Discord, it's been going okay. I got to remember to disconnect that when I'm done. That's a new thing. I don't want this mic to be on all day. You're hearing me, whatever I'm doing around this room. It'll all be legal, I hope. Okay. It is time for the asshole of the day. It's Granville. Sorry, Granville. You have an asshole amongst your ranks. Okay? Granville, you're the ones that are the problem. You are the asshole of the day for what you are doing to Miss Rita. Okay? Screw you, Granville. All right? Put that right there. We'll finish. You know what? I got to find another place to put this sign because I kind of moved some things around. So there you go. Asshole of the day, City of Granville. On the Eric Zane Show podcast. Stay tuned. I'll have updates on Miss Rita. That's going to be awesome. And patreon.com, if you would, I would love you to sign up for my Patreon. We have so much fun on there. We got the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast going to Friday night. Tonight, I'm releasing the Zane Asylum, my 2-hour music-driven radio show on Q100 in Northern Michigan. Tomorrow, I will drop the Lost Zane recordings for a Friday. And that's all coming up. My Patreon is so worth it, man. $5 or $10 a month. $5 is all the audio archive. $10 a month is the audio archive, the video archive, and the live streams. You can participate in all of those things. I would suggest just trying it. And then if you like it, you can either let it ride month to month or convert it to a yearly, and I'll give you 10% off for committing to a year. And anyone can do that at any time if you've been an existing member on Patreon. Doesn't matter to me. If you want to save the money, do it. If you don't, that's cool. Or cancel the damn thing if you don't like it and you get the rest of the month free. Not free. You get the rest of the month until it runs out. So there you go. That's how we do it on Patreon. More content each and every day. And again, it will be late today because your old pal Eric Zane's busy. Thanks again, folks. I appreciate you so much. Onward and upward, another edition of the Eric Zane Show podcast is in the books. Till next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.